The mission. The nightmares. They're finally over.
It's the best day ever. Best day.
So it seems like Microsoft finally realized that just firing Bonnie Ross wasn't enough to patch up the bleeding, because they've recently decided to start funneling down those pink slips. Microsoft's official statement is that they're leaving a skeleton crew right now, but they've laid off 10,000 people across their entire gaming board. How much of that is 343? Who knows? Since Wikipedia, although they haven't updated this since 2016, states that 343 only has less than 500 employees. I imagine that number's grown just a bit, and it also includes all the contract workers they had over the years. So take your pick on how many it is. Regardless, 343's down to a skeleton crew managing what little is left of the live service, burning through whatever budget they have left, and from there, well, they're just going to go straight into the publishing scene and do a bunch of menial desk jobs just like Joe Staten. Meanwhile, the IP itself, well, it's up in the air right now. Most people have accepted it's dead, but the thing is, Halo is a billion-dollar IP. It's one of Microsoft's big moneymakers, and realistically, it's their biggest IP as far as the gaming scene goes. Like, realistically, I think the only things that even slightly compare to that is Elder Scrolls and Fallout. But even then, Halo still has just enough brand appeal and enough name recognition to where a new game will sell just enough. I mean, fuck. Like I pointed out last time I talked about this franchise, the campaign and the microtransactions alone were enough to make Halo Infinite the second most profitable game in holiday 2021. So Halo's still got just a little bit of juice left in it as far as sales go, which is all Microsoft cares about. And there's also the fact that it has literally the easiest and laziest merchandise in the entire fucking industry. Just pick a green or a black shirt, stamp a Spartan helmet or a 117 on it, bam, there's your merch. Cough up $30. So Halo is not over. Not yet, at least. 343 making it, however, yeah, that's done. Once they finish up whatever they have left in Infinite, whatever budget's left, then they're out. And at most, there'll be another name in the credits doing very minor and basic things, but the main developer, it's going to someone else. We can speculate who that'll be all we want and make our wish list of how much we wish fucking Respawn could make a Halo game now, but we're not going to see any results of that until at least 2024. Because right now, Microsoft's big investment is Starfield, making sure it pulls all the weight they need to in their gaming division. But then from there, they have this money printing machine and they're going to need someone to run it. And Microsoft has been trying to whore out this IP for literal decades at this point. Part of why Halo 2's development was so messy was because Microsoft wanted them to get it out by 2003, if not sooner, I think. And then you got other stories like Ensemble wanting to do some other game, but then Microsoft's like, no, make it Halo themed, and then you're getting fired afterwards. That's not to mention the plethora of failed projects they've had, like the Peter Jackson movie, the fucking El Dorado, what it originally was, the Lego game. You know, Microsoft isn't going to just shelve the IP completely. They're going to put it in the vault for a few months at most. And if they haven't been doing this since the Fire 343 trend was going around, then at some point this year they're going to start making some new company that's made just to make new Halo content. Just like 343 started having its foundations as soon as Bungie was about done. I think the earliest say that it's like 2009, 2010 or so. And then from there it kept building up until it is what it is today. Or at least what it was, I should say. So there'll be a new 343, but under a different name, and it'll be some new company that tries its best to make Halo games in the future. How frequent they'll be and how much effort they're going to put in is very hard to tell. The only thing we can 100% guarantee right now is that Microsoft is never, ever investing half as much as they did as Halo Infinite. I mean, for fuck's sake, think about it this way. We're about 15 months out from the release of Halo Infinite. And yet Microsoft has still, to this day, never said just how far over that $500 billion mark it cost them to develop it. Because they know as soon as they reveal just how much it is, jaws are going to hit the floor all over the world. And especially from their investors. Because looking at what few results we can see at least, yeah, it's not spelling good for Halo. So we're never going to see as high budget of a game as Halo Infinite, ever. But will there still be Halo? Yes. And the only thing that has me even just a little bit skeptical of how long it'll be till we see another Halo game is that once the Activision purchase goes through, then what does Halo have to compete against? I mean, part of the reason why Halo's gone through such an identity crisis and it's been changed up so much in order to appeal to the casuals and to fucking codify itself, as they said, the only reason it's ever been that way is because Halo 3 set some records that lasted for only 5 months before Call of Duty shattered them, and then shattered them every year since then. So Microsoft wants that Call of Duty, and now they're going to have it once this merger finally goes through. So what'll be the point in Halo? Again, it's a money printer, but it's a lazy money printer. But one way or another, the franchise, it's going to stick around, but it's in a very low power mode, I should say. And you know what? That's fine. That's really the best thing they can do for it as far as a new Halo is going to be. But as for the fans and such that are all upset and sad over Halo quote-unquote dying and such, well, like I said the last time, the best future this franchise has for the fans is in the modding scene. Because Halo fans are a creative bunch. Because they're always making some cool shit and they rile up the community. And it's historic examples of that. Fucking Griffball only exists because of one line in one show. So yeah, I'm not sad or mad that Halo's finally gone. If anything, I'm happy. Because 343 was a toxic work environment and a toxic fucking relationship for Halo. All their games have been controversial as fuck, and Infinite has pissed me off every time I've given it a shot. Even when I finally started having a bit more fun than usual and such, it was always with an asterisk. For example, I'd hop into Big Team Battle and I'd finally find someone who wanted to talk over mics and shit like that. We'd get to chitting and chatting while we're driving around in a Warthog and I go to splatter someone and all of a sudden my game crashes. Or their joint ops event that they have going on right now that I know shit just got off of because I'm so pissed off. Because it's a piss-easy event that's only got a few cosmetics that I'm never going to apply because I don't like the fucking reach armors in this game. I'm so sick of reach armors, honestly. But I didn't even get to progress one small bit because every time I loaded into a joint ops game, I'd lag out. And thanks to 343 implementing this stupid-ass feature instead of making it just something as simple as deleting XP or, de-ranking you just a tiny amount and such like they did in the old days. No, you leave too many matches and you get banned for an hour or so. And it wasn't even that I was leaving, it's that I was lagging out so much the game kicked me. And the thing that pissed me off the most is I activated an XP boost to try and make this go by just a little bit faster in order to get those stupid-ass cosmetics. Because the only thing I really wanted was that green visor. It looks really good and I think it would look really good with my gold-ass armor here. But no, I couldn't get that and I wasted an XP boost. And that was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back for what little bit of a chance I was given Halo Infinite now. I'm done with it, and the only reason I even gave it that second chance is because I couldn't get a match of Assault in Halo 3, because I joined on a low night or some shit. So you know what, so long Halo, I have your best hits playlist right here to play, and it's only going to get better with all the awesome mods and shit. But you know what, it's almost fitting for Halo to have this kind of ending immediately after 117 day. I mean, the stars just align on this shit, so... But the only thing that I think is legitimately sad about this situation and worth actually being pissed off over is this funny little detail I found out about all the layoffs that Microsoft did to those employees. They essentially gave them an unpaid vacation before giving them their firing notice. That's right, you don't get paid for this vacation but take it, and you're never coming back to the office again. Thanks for all your hard work of trying to fix up Halo even though it's a fucking disaster right now. Sayonara. That's legit fucking scummy, but that is what it is in the corporate world and there ain't nothing I can do about it. But that's the only part that my heart actually bleeds for is all those people that just lost their jobs at a time when the economy is so butt-fucked. So you know what, good luck to them and I hope the people that are leaving 343 find somewhere better to work. Because that studio was a fucking waste of time for all the talent involved. And I say that as someone who thinks 343 is okay in the grand scheme of things. I compare them to someone like DICE, where yeah, the games come out buggy, they have fuck all in terms of content, but they do stick by their fans and they fix it up eventually. How long it takes varies from each title and such, but they do it, they pull through. And also Halo 4 is just a guilty pleasure of mine, so... But yeah, seeing them gone, it's honestly going to be nothing but a good thing for the franchise, for whatever future it has. Whether that just be nothing but fan mods and a few guest appearances in the next Smash Bros or what the fuck ever, or if Microsoft does start pumping out some new Halo games once they finally clear shit up and they finally find someone worth a damn, then maybe Halo can make its little comeback and such. It's never going to be as big as it once was. It's never going to be back in the golden ages. Those days are done. But as far as it being dead completely, no, we're not there yet. But while this franchise is in the vault and such, well, it's time we all move on, find our new fix and such. And with that being said, I guess I'll talk to y'all later.
Bomb dropped.